Thank you, Director of Ceremonies. Mr. Paulus Nova, Director General, Anti-Corruption Commission. Honorable Guinness Njala Omusati, Governor. Her Worship Selma Nilago Asino, Mayor of Utapi Town. Honorable Andreas Shintama, Chairperson of the Omusati Regional Council and Management Committee, senior government officials present, as well as the staff of the Namibian Anti-Corruption Commission, members of the media, all participants, ladies and gentlemen. A very good morning to all of you. I am delighted to be here today on behalf of the UN in Namibia in my capacity as the UN Resident Coordinator ad interim, and we are extremely pleased to be supporting the Namibian government and stakeholders' efforts to raise awareness on the corrosive effects of corruption. As we mark the International Corruption Day today, we note corruption remains a complex global problem that undermines democracy, weakens trust in public institutions, exacerbates inequalities, and slows down economic progress. Ladies and gentlemen, in recent years, corruption has resulted in outbursts of anger and exasperation as a result of corrupt leaders and governments. In some countries, people have taken to the streets to demand social justice and accountability. The COVID-19 pandemic battle also served as a catalyst for corruption. It created unique economic conditions and provided new opportunities for corrupt practices. As this impacted government efforts to get economies back on track and further weakened the procurement practices of emergency items. This in turn has undermined social welfare and investment in public services, thereby eroding the quality of life and producing a decline in average life expectancy for those furthest behind. Corruption robs those who need essential resources and undermines trust in institutions. It deepens inequalities that have been exposed by the pandemic and impedes a strong recovery. We cannot allow the funds and vital resources intended for emergency action to be diverted. In the spirit of uniting the world against corruption, it is essential for us to stand together for effective socio-economic recovery by instilling measures to prevent and combat corruption and bribery. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to reiterate a call for action to promote anti-corruption measures, to expand our partnerships, to strengthen oversight, accountability, and transparency in building on the global tools provided by the United Nations Convention Against Corruption. The fight against corruption must be part of a broader national and international reforms agenda and initiatives aimed at strengthening good governance, combating illicit financial flows and tax havens, and returning stolen resources in line with the Sustainable Development Goals. The UN in Namibia applauds the government on the implementation of the National Anti-Corruption Strategy and Action Plan for 2021 to 2025, which aims for a corruption-free Namibia. This national strategy will guarantee directive methods to prevent and reduce corruption in natural resources. Ladies and gentlemen, our fight against corruption requires concerted efforts to maintain healthy societies and a nation premised on ethics, accountability, transparency, and which maintains integrity through systems of accelerated sustainable national development. And the most important thing is that we continue to advance together in a collaborative and multilateral spirit to work together to promote accountability and end corruption and bribery with a view to a fairer and more equitable world. In closing, ladies and gentlemen, your presence here demonstrates that we have the commitment necessary to drive progress. So let's keep up the momentum and the commitment to curb corruption for the public good. I thank you for your kind attention.